start with just Cody and I? Oh, not too late. Pencils down. Pencils down. Pencils down. PD.
We could show some insight into the production of this show,
right?
And kick Eddie out, and then start over.
Bring him back in with Paul White's team. So the guy who sings Paul White's theme, we're just gonna put it out there. For a fee, we don't know what that fee is. He will write and record a song for you. So we're thinking we might have to have this guy do a Ramble theme song for us.
Can we refresh the Ramblers' memories of what the song sounds like?
Oh, yeah, we can.
Can we play it?
Who's forgotten? I mean, wow. I don't like to say F the Ramblers, but if they've forgotten what this sounds like.
F the Ramblers hard.
There we go. Oh!
New room, new view, new crew, new shoes.
Wait, so Cody,
yes,
he does this himself, right? What I love is there's an outtake where he's like, "New room, new just the pudding with the vanilla in the middle." All right, now I'm recording, so just quit asking me about what I need for the fucking Doritos. And the pudding with the vanilla in the middle. And he just goes right there.
New room, new view, new crew, new shoes.
I want to hear the outtakes.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Here, I'll show you here. It's this guy.
Oh, baby, here we go.
That's not easy to switch over, but let me show you here.
I'm assuming he looks just like MacGruber, that if I had to pick. I'm assuming there's a...
Graham and Faye won't know what you're talking about, so don't mention it.
Ooh, Eddie with the very subtle
They won't know.
shot.
It's this guy down here.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, that's that. I didn't think that's what he looked like.
I did not. I'm taken off guard. I expected a black man because he was so soulful. I'm stunned.
I was expecting jet black long hair.
Yes.
This is what we need right here. Custom songwriting.
Whoa.
Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want a custom Ramble intro.
Yeah.
By this guy.
Yes.
We just need to know how much he charges.
Do we do Ramble Radio too? Does he do both?
Well, those lyrics would be completely different.
I know. He's got to throw Skeletor references in there.
Stall of Fame. It's a way different show.
We're shitting and clearing the room. Oh, God.
So we have this guy. We just need to find out how much.
Okay. Look, I thought of one lyric. We're shitting and clearing the room.
Yeah.
Living in a one-bedroom with pizza boxes, crushing all the poon. There we go.
That's it.
There we go.
Crushing all the poon.
We got this. By the way, can I share some breaking news?
Oh, please.
Breaking news. You ready for
As
this?
of Monday.
Monday. Breaking news. 127 five-star ratings. Breaking news. 2 more positive text reviews. We get one that was left by NA8559. Funny as fuck, but he couldn't type fuck in the reviews. Love the podcast. Always has me laughing during the long day. Thank you very much. And then Chase_James says, recent convert to the Ramble, getting caught up on old episodes, and I'm quickly becoming a diehard fan. Love the dynamic between the guys as they discuss comics, music, and gaming. Look at that, huh?
Well, that's good because you need to hear all previous episodes to really understand.
You got to start at one.
That's how we build the show. We build the show one on top of the other.
It's like a novel. You can't just jump in at chapter, what is this, 293? I mean, come on. What are you, crazy? Like, you don't open the Bible at Leviticus. Okay. I mean, unless you hate gays and you're a moron who wants to get off on that. But now, other sad news: the fucking Omar from The Wire passing away.
Yeah.
Jesus, that
drug overdose, right?
I think they don't know. They found paraphernalia, I guess, and Marla Gibbs gets pushed again. That's the.
Well, yeah, Willard Scott,
Cody's
too, is sitting there.
Willard Scott, I know. Cody's not a happy man, and I'm sorry.
So I don't mean to change the subject, but we talked about this on our podcast this week, Jerry.
Okay. Yep.
But the Untold Crime and Penalties documentary.
Whoo! Eddie, have you seen this yet?
I have not.
Have you seen any of the Untold on Netflix?
No, you were telling me about them the other day when I was
The Malice
over
at the Palace?
Yeah, Malice at the Palace.
Oh, my God. That one's great. You really...
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's a new sports documentary on on Netflix.
No, I just watched the Bob Ross one the other day.
Oh, I heard that was good.
It's kind of... I mean, it's good because Bob Ross is the guy that you thought he was.
The good guy.
He's not... it's not like that wasn't an act. That's who he was. But
his family... Is it his family that are the shitbags, or is it a company trying to make money off him?
It's his partners.
Oh,
it's his partners that were the shitbags.
Wow.
Not his family.
Wow.
His family's trying to get the name back.
He raised him right. He knew what he was doing. Man, so the Untold, it's like they're continuing the 30 for 30, it feels like, but it's far edgier because it's on Netflix. And I mean, I was telling Cody this and Eddie this. The first one was Malice at the Palace, which is a great sports documentary. I think the biggest sympathy you have is Reggie Miller. Because you get the feeling that they might have contended for a title that year.
That was 2007 or 2006?
Ooh, God.
When was Malice at the Palace?
That would have been 2005.
Five?
Because that was the year the Pistons played the Spurs in the championship, I believe.
It was after the Pistons won their title, correct? They beat the
Lakers.
They just beat the Lakers. And then it was the next year they beat the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals.
It was November of 2004, so it was the 04-05 season.
Yeah, and this was I don't know if they get past San Antonio, but it would have been a pretty good series. And it was probably Reggie Miller's best chance at winning a ring with this team. And
more so than the time they took the Lakers?
Yeah.
They placed the Lakers in the finals?
I think they were just a better team. You had Jermaine O'Neal over Rick Smits. That's a start. I mean, you got that. That's the big – I mean,
Duncan Dutchman?
The Duncan Dutchman. Like, it was but it was, it was probably his best shot. You really feel for Jermaine O'Neal because he just got branded an asshole for that, and he really wasn't. And Ron Artest, it shows the importance of mental health in sports, the shit he went through, like how, and then, dude, Steven Jackson is my first draft pick in the who do I want on my side in a bar fight. I'm taking Steven Jackson with the first pick. That guy, man, it was great. But then they did one, and Cody was like, I remember Cody told me, he's like, the Untold is really good, but man, when you get to the hockey one, holy shit. And that's the one I told you about last night with the mobster.
What's the hockey one? Oh, the mobster shit.
The mobster who bought the hockey club for his
17-year-old kid to run the team.
I mean, look, I'm going to spoil a little bit here. I was stunned at how good of a GM that kid turned out to be. Like, they put a contender out there. Yeah. Like, he built a contender in 1 year.
Well, the thing that he said was it was like a mixture of WWF and the Mighty Ducks.
Yes.
So he was running it like a wrestling promotion, like 100%. Like,
that's not all bad because they're coming in with they're not thinking about the way other people did things. They only know their way of doing things. So
they had an enforcer, right? I mean, it was a team full of enforcers.
They all had goons.
They had their main enforcer, and when the puck dropped on the opening game.
What you can't forget the initial part, which is where before the game, the mobster owner of the team, the phone rang, someone's cell phone rang, and the owner of the team was up in the owner's box, and he called the enforcer and said, "Hey, when the puck drops, you start some shit.
You start a fight." And then so the enforcer's just waiting, and sure enough, the puck drops, and he just throws and just starts fucking wailing on it, dude. And what's funny is the audience at first is like, the fuck is going on? And then during the fight, they just go rabid, and it becomes, they love it, and the home fans are just eating it up, and they're saying they're like 9 fights a game with that team. Like, it was. Dude, it was fucking. It's an amazing documentary. It's just, God. And let me tell you something. That equipment manager is by a mile the scuzziest dude I've ever seen in a documentary.
Not only are the stories about him like that, but he's just like smoking a cigar in the documentary. He just doesn't give a fuck about anything.
The 17-year-old hired him because he remembered him as his Little League coach, right?
Yeah.
And he wanted attitude. And he goes, I remember as my Little League coach, he would check 8-year-olds, like full body check them in practice. And then, and the guy has every chance to deny it, even though I think there's video of it. And then he just smiles and goes, "Hey, cocaine's a hell of a drug." That was his excuse.
He was coked up checking 8-year-olds.
Checking 8-year-olds, teaching them hockey. It's fucking unbelievable. But yeah, that guy was based. Apparently, they based Tony Soprano on the father. In fact, he's got an autograph of James Gandolfini who says, "To the real Tony Soprano."
Wow.
Like, it's fucking that. What's next? Because I didn't see there was a Caitlyn Jenner one, and I didn't see, was there a boxing one after the?
There was a boxing one with the female boxer.
Right.
And,
what's the Caitlyn Jenner one about?
I don't know. I haven't seen that one. Did you see that one, Cody?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's not about Bruce, is it? It's about.
It is. The image is Bruce. The image is Bruce at the Olympics. I think
Right.
so I don't know what that one. Yeah, but it's kind of like a dark side of the ring, but for just all sports, I guess is the best way to call this Untold. And I can't wait to see where they go next. I don't know how many more there's going to be for this year, but dude, it was fun. It's, man, highly recommended, because I was always fascinated with the Malice. I always had the players' backs on that. I hated having to go stupid thugs and blah blah, because it's like,
no, dude. You buy a ticket doesn't mean you can do whatever you want to do.
Can you imagine the racial slurs those guys have heard their whole career? You know what I mean? Being yelled at them, and then someone throws something at you. Fucking forget it.
I mean, this is a much lesser. This is an example, but it's a way different situation. Us as comics on stage performing,
right?
Someone throws shit at you.
Oh my God! It's like, fuck them. Yeah.
You paid a ticket to come here. You don't have to laugh, but you throw shit at me.
I'm on Kenny Moore's side. I have Kenny Moore's back there. He didn't know what was going to happen if that dude came at him.
Right.
Fuck it. Knock him the honky tonk man. That's what he did.
Except Jarrett his ass. Fuck it.
Except the problem was, unlike Jarrett and the honky tonk man, he did not have a breakable guitar. He fucking shattered.
And he was the middle act.
He was the middle act. The headliner had to go up after that and follow. Could you imagine? Oh God, Mike. I'd have gone up with a fucking upright bass. Like, okay, everybody better really shut the fuck up, okay? Because
you like spin it and then have knock someone.
Spin it like I'm ready to fuck you motherfuckers up. Man, well, here we are, another Ramble, baby. 12 minutes and 22 seconds. Let's just do it, Cody. Let's just play the dang. Let's just get it. Why not? What are we afraid of, right? Oh, if you know the words, sing along at home, okay? If you know the words. All right, here we go. As soon as you are able, woman, I am willing to make the break that we are on the brink of. My cup is on the table, our love is spilling, waiting here for you to take a drink of. Come on, America. So if you're tired of the same old story, or turn some pages, I'll be here when you are ready to roll with the changes. Yeah, there we go, huh?
No.
Would you, I don't think we've ever done REO Speedwagon on this.
I don't think so. I did not get that one.
Keep on rolling. You know that part, Eddie, right?
I get that. I don't know all the other lyrics, though.
That ain't that half bad of a song. I got to say, REO Speedwagon, Roll with the Changes. That's got some good guitar soloing in it, some good organ soloing in it. You know what that's been? That's been my go-to boss song. When I'm having trouble in a video game beating a boss, I'll just play that and I get the fucking...
You're done.
It's like how Curly Pop Goes the Weasel with the Three Stooges boxing. That's what I need to hear. And it just puts me over. There we go. Ramble 290. How exciting is this? 293 with our and here I can't break balls about 124 5-star ratings, baby.
No, you cannot.
Buck 27 now. Buck 27, pal.
Buck.
Please. Buck. Email is ramble@theramblepod.com. On Twitter @PodcastRamble1. Instagram @PodcastRamble. We have an amazing brand new merch store that Cody and Eddie Eddie has just been diligently sending Cody everything. Somebody's got to
send me a reminder on a text or something.
Oh, it's great.
Tonight.
That's what we're missing?
I will do that tonight. Tonight I will do that.
Let's get you.
People are missing their Ramble colostomy bag covers.
Pouches. The Ramble ostomy pouch.
Because I think we have the highest percentage of viewers with colostomy bags compared to any other podcast.
In America, in the planet. On the planet, maybe.
And that's a point of pride for us.
The ostomy people. I'm bringing in the I'm bringing
in the pride for us.
The ostomy folk are I'm bringing them all in. You're welcome. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. The wait is over. Football. Jerry's take on fantasy, I get it, but I also draft Falcons players, so there's that. I still can't do that because you can't get everybody. I would have to get all Cowboys for me to give a shit about fantasy football. There's no fucking way. I'm rooting for some motherfucker on the Lions or whatever. I just can't do it.
Well, see, I can compartmentalize. I go, the priority is the Washington football team. They have to win their game. That's all I care about. Right. And then once that game is over, I'm like, oh, see how these other guys did. If they win, great. If they do well, great. But I would never, ever cheer for anyone. And if there's ever an opportunity to bench someone who's playing my team, if they're on my team, I would bench that person.
There you go. All right. That makes
it doesn't feel
more
different if there was money involved. That's the great equalizer here. You put some money in there.
You don't give a fuck.
For anyone.
Right. You know, if it's going to pay rent, fuck it. If I'm going to get some extra shit, fuck it. Damian Bottriell. Hey, Ramblers. Damian Bottriell here. I hear Cult of Personality playing. I'm looking at my watch. Yes, it's rambling time. Missed the last couple of emails because life's getting in the way. That's fine. Also, I just couldn't bring myself to make a list of Kiss songs.
Me either.
Are they that bad?
Me either. It's hard.
That bad?
They're awful.
I mean, I know they're not great, but
they're awful.
Graham and Faye, greetings from the Great White North, fellow Ramblers. With the drop of the No Way Home trailer and the latest episodes of What If, I'm even left more stoked than ever to soak up chapter after chapter of the MCU upcoming goodies. Just how many bad guys think we'll see Peter Parker's, maybe plural, take on in the next movie? Sinister Six or more of a Spider Yaga? I don't know. It's going to be tough. It's going to be crazy. And we're moving on. I can't wait. Cody, I know I've been breaking balls. You got to check out that Doctor Strange What If. Because the good news is none of them are connected, right? So you don't have to see any of the ones before it.
Nothing's connected.
That Doctor Strange one, though. Woo!
So good.
That was some major goodness. Major goodness. All right. Do we just play music? I mean, are we there?
Yes. Yeah, we're there, right?
I mean, shit.
We're there at that point.
We're men, aren't we?
We're definitely men.
We're men.
We're the manyest men.
The manyest men. Here we go. What hat would they wear? Ooh. Not to spoil Friday, but we're going to get a lot more insight into that harmonica playing.
A little bit. As much as I can.
Right.
As much as I can.
So if we had talked a little bit about AEW All Out, if a wrestler had come out to that theme, what would the pop be like?
They can't. The roof literally blows off the arena.
Probably. It probably interrupts the broadcast itself.
It probably does. Imagine if, I don't want to think about it, but what if CM Punk came out to Eddie playing Cult of Personality on the harmonica, like the guy, like the Fozzy guy brought out Jericho.
There may not be enough defibrillator machines in the building.
Yeah.
To save the lives of the people.
Do we lose JR? Do we lose JR?
JR's gone. Shivani is iffy. Excalibur, he probably survived.
Him and Taz have to carry.
Because he's got the mask on, so it's covering. There's got a little bit of protection. He's got a little protection on his ears. But JR's gone.
They've asked you, but you say no for that very reason, right, Eddie?
Yeah. I don't want to ruin the show.
Sure.
You don't want the high mark of your pay-per-view to be the entrance music.
No. Oh, man.
You're setting yourself up for failure.
This one, we said, what AC/DC song goes into the AC/DC Song Hall of Fame? What's on their hat? Right? AC/DC goes into the We Wrote a Song Hall of Fame. What song is on their hat? The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. He goes Thunderstruck. Thunder.
See,
not a bad one.
That's one of my favorites, but I don't know if I don't think it gets the hat.
I'm with Eddie on this one.
It's one of my favorites, if not my favorite, but I don't think it doesn't get the hat.
I don't think it gets the hat. Damian Bottriell for AC/DC's Hall of Fame choice. It was simple. You can have your Back in Black or Highway to Hell, but as an Aussie growing up in Melbourne, there's nothing more iconic than a flatbed truck driving down Swanson Street with the band on board playing "It's a Long Way to the Top if you want to rock and roll." That gets a nod for just having a bagpipe solo alone.
Yeah. I don't know if it gets a hat. I don't know if it gets a hat.
It didn't get my hat, but look, I more than respect that.
Yeah.
Graham and Faye, I'm sure this section will be full of thunderstrikes, jailbreaks, salutes and deeds, and even hellish treks down a highway or two. A heavily worn 77 Angus Young ball cap sits with a trademark A on the Hall of Fame podium. Stitch into the brim. Let there be rock. # rock opera. Michael Werman.
Worms.
It's football season, boys. AC/DC Hall of Fame. For those about to rock, we salute you. I would have had Back in Black, but Kid Rock once said it was a great song to make it into a rap beat, so I immediately discredited it forever.
That's tough, but I can't let Kid Rock interfere with my enjoyment of AC/DC.
I can't. But I get it.
Oh,
Joe,
I get it.
Joe, you can call me Al Capone. Let's face it, AC/DC made a career out of never changing their sound musically, so it all comes down to being a Bon Scott or Brian Johnson guy. The hat I'm wearing in the Hall of Fame has 2 big old devil horns on it. Highway to Hell. Joe Capone and I agree. I had to go Highway to Hell. It was either that or You Shook Me All Night Long. I think those are the, But, again, dramatic-wise, Hell's Bells just for the intro.
Yeah,
but,
you could do this with 1,000 songs. But
yes,
what's the
I had to go
correct
Highway
answer?
to Hell. I had to go Highway to Hell. Eddie?
See, I'm going back and forth between a couple different ones, but I think I give it to Shook Me All Night Long.
Oh, it's a great one. Cody?
I think it has to be Back in Black. I don't
It's
think
a
that
great
there's-
one. That's so good, too.
And it's far from my favorite, probably.
Right,
I would
right.
pick like a dozen songs before it, but if we're talking about Hall of Fame hat, I think this is where you have to go with the one that's like the signature song.
And everyone loses their shit with that. Bam, bam. Oh, man.
But
So
I think
good.
that commercial-wise, wasn't Shook Me All Night Long? Didn't that one get?
that was, I think, technically their biggest hit. I don't know.
I think
but-
that's the only reason I gave it to them, or gave it
Yeah.
that song. But
By the way, what a rebound. Talk about losing your guy, and then you put out. That's a Pink Floyd move. You lose your main guy, and then you just put out your biggest seller.
that's Joe Gibbs in the '80s. It doesn't matter what quarterback's quarterbacking; they're winning Super Bowls.
He's got him. He's got that. Joe.
Theismann's gone, throwing Doug Williams. Oh, Doug
Doesn't
Williams
matter.
gone. Mark Rippon. Let's win another Super Bowl.
Mark Rippon won a fucking Super. Joe Gibbs doesn't get enough credit.
Right?
Joe Gibbs, I will give you that. Joe Gibbs deserves all the fucking credit. Mark Rippon.
Mark Rippon. Maybe not a third-string quarterback on any other team.
Right.
Went to a Pro Bowl and won a Super Bowl. Super Bowl MVP. Mark Rippon.
Was Williams the MVP too?
Yeah.
Yep. Amazing. Doug Williams had a better arm than Rippon, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Doug Williams was a better quarterback than Mark Rippon.
Yes. Next, Ramble, 294. Oh, boy. We're going to go video game villain. Just all time.
Oh, video game villain all time. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All time.
Okay.
All time.
Gargamel?
Gargamel from the Commodore 64.
From the Coleco Smurfs game?
Dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, bum.
Jump on the fence. Boom.
Oh, so get that ready, baby. Ramble at theramblepod.com. Cody, I'm ready to open, close, and encore. I don't know about you.
I'm ready.
Eddie, are you ready?
Open, close, and encore.
There's your answer. There's your answer right there.
You feel the plaque just peeling off your arteries.
Oh,
Right?
It's just
It's like good for you. It's like
It
it's
is.
healthy.
Like George Clinton said about funk. It not only moves, it can remove. And same thing with your harmonica.
Removes plaque from your arteries.
Removes plaque. Tremendous. Tremendous. This was tough, everybody. The Lovin Spoonful. Cody sat it out. He could only think of 2 songs from the Loving Spoonful.
I only knew 2. Sorry.
He pulled a Caleb on us. Cody pulled a Caleb on us. He's like, I've never heard of this fucking band. Dustin Jacobs, The American Dream. He goes open with What a Day for a Daydream. Then he closes, with Summer in the City. Encores with Do You Believe in Magic. Damien Bottriell had to look up who the Loving Spoonful are, and the words under the link of their Wikipedia simply said the term Lovin Spoonful has been conjectured and referring an amount of ejaculate released by a human male during a typical orgasm. Yeah, that's a great name. That's why it's a great name. So I'll give my Rolling Stones picks for last week instead. It scared off the bots. He's like, fuck this. They open with Start Me Up. They close with Give Me Shelter. Encore with I Can't Get No Satisfaction. Graham and Faye, they open with Summer in the City. They close with Do You Believe in Magic. They encore with Jug Band Music.
Yeah.
Worms.
Worms.
He's got Do You Believe in
Summer in the
Magic.
City.
You close with 6 o'clock. You encore with Summer in the City.
There you
I
go.
love this song, and yet I've always been lukewarm about the rest of their catalog. Any of you guys have a song that's one of your all-time favorites, but the rest of the songs from the band just don't work for you? That's a good quote. Do we go there now?
Kissed if you don't have a favorite song.
Cody?
I would really have to think about that.
I know that's a tough one. I'm trying to think of a
Culture
band.
Club.
Because I like a few. I also like that. What's it? I tumble for ya.
Tumble for
I
ya.
tumble for ya. That's a jam. I can rock
Who do
that
we-
one. I tumble for you.
That's a tough one.
I tumble for ya. I'll tell you mine. You know mine is? Mine, actually, it's easy for me. The more I think about it, it's got to be. But blame it all on my roots. I
Garth
showed
Brooks?
up in. Yeah, I got friends in low play. I can hang with that song. Can't listen to any of that other Thunder Roll and the Thunder Rolls. I can't do it.
How can you be from Texas?
I know.
And not
I know.
and feel that way? That's crazy to me.
I know. Okay, I'm gonna ask Cody a question. George Strait, Garth Brooks, Texas cage match. Who comes? Texas death match. Who walks out?
This is sacrilege because I am from the home of George Strait.
Yes, you are.
I go Garth Brooks.
Oh!
I go Garth Brooks.
Is that only because Garth Brooks' alter ego runs out to the ring?
Yeah, Chris Gaines comes out.
Does Chris Gaines come and throw a steel chair into the cage?
Steel chair to the cage for
Yeah.
Brooks to use on George Strait. I remember how everyone in my high school was so excited when the George Strait Pure Country movie came out, like in 93 or 94. And I was like, I have no interest in seeing this fucking thing. I don't give a fuck. I couldn't do it. I will say-
Heard Pure Country!
All right, Cody, I'll give Garth Brooks this. That organ intro to rodeo is pretty fucking cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cool
Of
intro.
course it is.
Wow. I think we've struck a nerve on Cody. Garth Brooks, who
Oh,
knew?
man. So there we go. Joe, you can call me Al Capone. He says the Lovin Spoonful open with What a Day for a Daydream. Close the Summer in the City. Encore with Do You Believe? Same as the American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. Joe Capone, they open and close this encore segment in full synchronicity right there. Eddie, what did you have?
I have, you open up with Do You Believe in Magic?
Great.
You close with You Didn't Have to Be So Nice.
Great. You didn't have to be
And
so
then
nice.
you encore with Summer in the City.
That's great. I have them. Okay, so I'm a little biased on this one because the great Joe Jackson, you know him, right, Eddie?
Oh, yeah.
Cody, you know Joe Jackson? That's pretty good power
the
pop
Jackson
right there.
5 father.
Not the father, not the
abusive father.
He's of the is she really going out with him, baby, one more time? All right. So he had a live album in the late 90s or early 2000s. Fucking awesome. It was in New York in the summertime that they recorded it. And it's one of the coolest intros. He just walks out to the applause, goes, yes, thank you, hot one, isn't it? And then bum, bum, ba-dun, dun. He just plays Summer in the City, and it's fucking awesome. So I think they opened with Summer in the City. That inspire, like, nah, they got to open with that. Then I got them close with Daydream, encore, Do You Believe in Magic?
Do you believe in magic?
In a young girl's heart. And I think it's way better now that they're named after Jizz.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think that's way better.
I mean,
That
the Jizz Talks guys would love
that's
it.
their favorite band.
That's their favorite band.
Cody,
Loving Spoonful.
do we have anything? Do we have
man.
anything?
Let me look.
Okay, I
'Cause I
think it was the I think it was a Thanksgiving episode.
Was it Thanksgiving?
I think it was.
I knew it was a holiday show. I didn't know if it was Thanksgiving or.
I think it was a Thanksgiving show.
Okay.
It was Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Oh,
It was
Good memory.
Thanksgiving.
Good memory.
there we go.
It was Thanksjizzing.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Jizz.
Jizz, that's right.
That's right. You got
Thanks,
it.
Jizzing.
This was 2018.
Wow.
Pre-pandemic.
So kind of
Way
pre-pandemic.
back. Different
Wow.
world. Different
You guys
world.
wanna hear it?
Back yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, please. Please, let's
All
hear
right.
it.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you something, pal.
Right.
I like a lot of things.
Yeah.
You with your family. You with your fucking family.
You're with your family. You're giving thanks because
Yeah.
you're with your family.
And what is your family? But jizz, that's found the purpose.
What? Jizz is the glue that binds us together. So when you're
Absolutely.
with your family, just
You're
look
looking at
around.
your
That space
father-
between you,
Yeah.
jizz.
Your father's looking at his jizz.
Right.
If you got kids, you're looking at your jizz.
You're looking at
walking
your
and talking.
jizz.
And let me tell you something. There's no better music during Thanksgiving than the Lovin Spoonful.
Oh.
Because you know what we
Amen,
like to
brother.
do? You know what we
Amen,
like
brother.
to do? We like to take our own little Lovin Spoonful and put it on a couple of.
Well, that's what we put on our mashed potatoes sitting there on the
Mashed potatoes,
table. A lot
you
of
know
people do gravy. We do ball gravy.
Ball gravy. Baby batter, if you will. The
Baby batter, ball gravy.
The baby gravy, if you will.
You take a
That's what I
Lovin
put on my
Spoonful
thing. Of all of that, right
of
there.
that ball gravy,
Oof.
and you just push it on your mashed potatoes.
You know, and it's funny, but I was once dating abroad back, a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, whatever.
You know, not one of my many ex-wives, who
Right.
again I will not rest until the murderers have been found.
Right.
But
Same here.
It was another one before all them.
Right.
And dude, her family kicked me out of fucking Thanksgiving dinner. You
Unreal.
believe this?
Unreal.
I'm over there. I'm saying, because we're eating. I'm saying, you know what this cranberry sauce could use?
A Lovin Spoonful.
A little bit of pearls. A little bit
Right?
of pearls.
A little bit of baby batter.
Maybe
Little
get a little
bit of baby
milky
batter.
white. Can we get some little milky white pearly substance
And
on
they
these?
kick you out for that.
They kick me the fuck
kick
out.
you. Fuck
They
that.
kick me the fuck
You're
out.
better off. You're
Thank
better
you
off.
so much. She passed
so much.
away too, but I wasn't married to her, so I'm
No,
not as.
but we'll find her murderer too.
We got to. All right, there we go. Cody, good job digging deep into the Jizz Talk archives.
Yeah, it's a good thing I labeled all of these shows so I can pull them up quickly.
Cody, we'll never. We can't thank you enough for being such a Jizz Talk super fan.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not many, but
There's not many.
you're probably the biggest one we know.
Yeah, you just have it all there. Ramble 294, Smokey Robinson. And it could be
Ooh.
solo, it could be miracles, too. Any Smokey Robinson, what does he open, close, and encore with? Anything Smokey Robinson was a part of. How about that?
Okay, that's good.
There we go. And, my God, it's time to bring your you-know-what over here.
Oh,
Because we're reading books. And we're playing games.
get Lovin
Reading
Spoonful.
books and playing video games. Bring your pussy over here. We're reading books and playing games.
Jesus.
I mean, since
Okay.
we were talking about jizz,
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't want to announce this yet, but I
Whoa.
have made a not a deal, but a partnership with fertility clinics nationwide.
What?
Yeah, apparently they've done some research. My harmonica improves the motility of sperm. So if you are donating semen to fertility clinics when they do the in uteros, they actually are playing my harmonica. They hook up little patches to the woman's
Holy shit.
stomach around her uterus, and they play
Wow.
my harmonica as they're inserting semen
Now,
into her.
is it true that it stimulated the jizz so much that there's been a rise in like quadruplets, quintuplets?
Yeah,
things like that?
they're doing things now where they almost want to fertilize. They need to fertilize the egg outside of the female because sometimes it does fertilize
Too much.
6 or 7 different semen get into the egg.
Wow.
And then of course it splits into 7 or 8 fetus.
Unreal. Man,
So yes, they do have to be careful with that.
look at you. And Cody, we can say we saw this from the ground up. You know what I mean?
For sure. We were on the ground floor.
They're saying they're projecting numbers within the next 30 years. My harmonica music alone may increase the human population
Oh my God.
17 to 18%.
Wow. Look at
So
man.
when we run out of food and water,
This is unbelievable.
here.
Right there, we got Eddie.
I'm
Amazing.
the one to blame.
Amazing. The American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. He's reading Seth Rogen's yearbook. It's not the typical autobiography. It's an abstract. It's not the abstract Jim Carrey book or the surprisingly somber Steve Martin book. It's the funniest stories from Seth's life to this point. It's literally laugh out loud funny, which for me is rare when it comes to reading. I thoroughly enjoyed it. All right, we go. Damien Bottriell currently trying to get to the mountain of comics I bought for free comic book day. I'm also reading the Batman animated series book by Paul Dini that chronicles how the show is made and features behind the scenes artwork. I also got the DLC to Ghost of Tsushima recently. Jerry, you need to get on that shit. It's gorgeous. I know.
Did he say he bought comics on free comic day? It sounds
Wait a
like
minute. He does say bought.
he got hosed there.
So no, they worked. They brought him in with one little free comic, and then he ended
And then
up
he
just
buys the rest.
buying a shit
There
ton
it
of
is.
comics.
Yeah, he did
There
it wrong, I
is.
think.
He did
Yeah.
it wrong. Go in and get one, leave. That's how you got to do it. I was going to say, fuck that. I do got to get on that Ghost of Tsushima again. After last week's tease of doing shout-outs, I request, nay demand, we at least hear the theme. Cody, do you mind?
I do have the theme.
It is a duet.
Here we go.
Can you hear us? We're shouting out to you.
Oh, that's
I miss that song.
it's heartwarming.
That's a good one.
It's heartwarming.
That gets the baby batter going.
It really does. Cody, how bad do you just want to pick up that guitar and join in when Eddie rocks that harmonica, huh?
The instinct is there, but also I don't like stepping on toes, and you can't live up to it. It's just
right.
You know,
right.
it's like
what are you
it's
gonna
like
do?
it's like the Fozzy guitarist. Like, are you really going to get in the way of the fans singing and creating a moment by making it all about yourself? Or are you going to let a classic song play out?
Good point.
In front of you.
Point.
We used
Solid
to.
Point.
I'm just gonna say this, but I've never passed out in my life, except one time when Eddie and I were like doing a chase thing, where like I would scat and then he would play what I would scat, and then he would play and I would scat what he played.
Like trade-off solos.
I traded the little trade-off, and I lasted maybe 5 seconds into trying to copy the first thing Eddie did.
It was ambitious for you to go for it. It was really. I was
Thank
when I was laying down that harp, I was like, I don't know if he can.
You probably thought he's gonna stop.
I thought.
Yeah, game
Common
set match.
sense
This is over.
Would take over, and you'd be like, all right, I'm tapping out. But kudos to you for going for it.
I tried, but 5 seconds, and it was about a 45-second thing that Eddie played. Just to
you
let
miss
you
all
know.
the shots you don't take.
Thank you. I tried. I damn it, I tried, but it just didn't work out. Graham and Faye, video games. What are these you speak of? I'm too busy juggling surprises with anti-mask, anti-vax protesters at work who seem to think that blocking access to hospitals for staff and sick patients is a good, well thought out, level-headed.
He sent me
approach
those
to get their point
pictures.
across.
Fucking animals, man.
Fucking unreal. These dumb motherfuckers.
Fucking animals.
So it looks like the people I sent are really kind of doing their job then.
Wow.
Come on.
Wow.
Cody, the Adam Cole heel turn from Cody right now.
Oh, my God.
Walks out and then bam.
Cody, baby.
Yeah. Example. Nothing speaks more to the lack of character of a group of people who choose to hassle cancer patients for wearing a mask when they're trying to enter a hospital for their chemo radiation treatments. Go hassle your politicians and leave sick people alone, you bunch of selfish
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing going down to a hospital?
Unreal.
Go. If you're gonna be an asshole, go to the fucking state house or the courthouse or whatever the fuck the politicians are.
Man. Jesus
Leave the sick
Christ.
people alone and the people trying to help the sick people.
They're not trying to do anything. Yeah, time wounds all heals, says Groucho Marx. Then he has the definition of freedom, the belief that your personal freedom outweighs others' personal safety. Man, stay safe, Graham. Oh, God, that's fucking brutal.
Sorry. We have shitbags. There's shitbags everywhere.
Yeah. Joe, you can call me Al Capone. I'm about halfway point in my Final Fantasy II for the Super Nintendo replay and started Metroid Fusion for the very first time this past weekend. I agree with the Metroidvania thing, Jerry. Fuck those fuckers. Thank you. Even OBS default tags put that phrase when I chose the game on Sunday. Bullshit. In Tecmo Super Bowl news, I'm winning some, I'm losing some, but I'm always having fun. Season 14 in chat picks up my play stream. We're now being joined by the return of weekly prognostication streams for the 2021 Giant season and a special points challenge where I was given the 1991 Browns to play as an entire season in a 64-player tournament. Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays are on 8 p.m. Thursdays at 7. Other nights I feel like at all times Eastern, twitch.tv/Caponis. Go give your boy a follow there. 91 Browns weren't that bad, were they?
AFC Championship. That was the
right.
Biner fumble.
That was the fumble, right?
That was the Biner fumble.
Biner loses the football.
Michael Miller's not gonna be happy with us.
I know we're.
But they were that fumble away from going to the Super Bowl. That was the tie of the game. I forget what it was, but they were close.
Oh,
They were close.
Was the saddest thing Marty Schottenheimer's face? Was that the probably?
Yeah, but he'd made that face so many times.
I know.
With the Browns and the Chiefs.
Wait, maybe. Oh,
no,
wait, that was my bus that's gone. Is there not another bus coming? Like, that was that look. Ooh, fuck, that was.
Oh, that was rough.
Marty. Was that Marty Ball's best shot?
That or the year before with the drive?
Drive.
I forget what was his.
What was the bigger fluke?
Shot.
I think the fumble was a bigger fluke than the drive, obviously.
Yes, the fumble was the Browns should have won that game, where the drive was Elway just working
magic.
Magic.
And then becoming a Trumper later, like a douchebag. But yeah, it was. Oh man, I finished Bloodstained Curse of the Night. It was Ritual of the Dark. It was fucking great. I'm now playing Cyber Shadow, an indie game on the Switch that's hard as fuck. It's a throwback. It's 8-bit graphics, but it's so much fucking fun. And I'm reading Billy Summers by Stephen King and really enjoying it. Cody, you reading or playing anything right now?
Not at the moment.
All right, Eddie.
Yeah.
I still mess around with Colton doing the wrestling game a little bit.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we're still messing around playing Marvel Superheroes 2, the Lego game.
Reclaiming everything.
Reclaiming everything we lost. So.
By the way, the ball's on Colton in the middle of the AEW pay-per-view to ask if we could play a wrestling video game.
Right.
In the middle of the pay-per-view.
The balls. And then then he wanted to play Miles Morales Spider-Man on
the
PS5.
PS5 Spider-Man. Yeah. And
I attribute it to, this is what I attribute that to. I think it's his whole generation.
Yep.
They watch so many YouTube videos that they have no attention spans. So
all
anything
gone.
lasts more than 5 to 10 minutes, they're fucking, unless they're in a movie theater,
That's it.
they're done.
That was a 4-hour pay-per-view.
Yeah, it was too long for him to sit through.
Well, and Eddie showed everyone who was boss in the family, and it was.
I took him into the bathroom, and one of us came out.
And that question wasn't asked again.
No,
That was very odd. Oh man, this was it. Let's do it.
Really?
Cody, it's top 5. We're here.
All
baby.
right.
It's the time of the show where we rank the top 10.
Wow.
Wow. Man. Makes you proud to be alive. That's what it does. That's what it does. Just makes you happy that we were here. It just God.
Sure does.
I used to envy the people who saw Woodstock. I could give a fuck now. I saw this.
Yeah.
I'm fine. Oh man. This was a tough one. Cody is out on this one because now are the Doors one of those bands, Cody? They might have one song that you're okay with but then the rest of the catalog you're like, I can't do it.
I can't think of a Doors song that I really like. I just don't. For me, I never got it. I never bought into
that's
Jim Morrison mystique. Never.
Well, I loved everything else. I loved the music. I really was a big fan of the music, and then I thought he was just a good, doofus, silly, wild frontman. And I was down. I was in. I've always been in. But then again, that was one of my mom's favorites, so I had to be.
Yeah.
She played them all the fucking time. So I kind of I grew. Eddie, were you a fan?
I'm not, like I said, I'm probably more lean towards Cody on this. I'm not a huge, there's some music I really do like of theirs, but I'm not a huge
Right.
Doors fan. I think I own one. I own the greatest hits CD, but I don't own multiple albums of theirs. I just
Interesting. I got them all, baby. I got them all from the self-titled one to the fuck to L.A. Woman. That's
so. But yeah, I like some of their stuff.
Sure.
I get some of their stuff. Other stuff, I never just fell in love with that band.
Right. There you go. Well, let's go to the American Dream, Dustin Jacobs. His number 5, L.A. Woman. His number 4, Hello, I Love You. Number 3, People Are Strange. Number 2, Break On Through. And number 1, The End, which, of course, used brilliantly in Apocalypse Now.
Yes.
Damien Bottriell, top 5 song. Bots, Hello, I Love You. Then he goes to Roadhouse Blues. Then he goes to Love Her Madly. Riders on the Storm, Light My Fire. It's been a tough few weeks down here in Melbourne. I'm not sure how things are in the U.S. We've been dealing with on and off state lockdown orders since the end of May. Shout out to any Ramblers in Sydney. They've had cases in the thousands the past few days.
Jesus.
And also doing it tough on the plus side. I had my first dose of Pfizer last weekend. And because of the climbing cases, the country's ramping up their vaccine program and working on getting more supplies. So hopefully by the end of the year, things will improve. We are sending all our love to you, buddy. Hopefully it works out.
Yeah.
Thanks again for another week of laughs. Fight, Jerry, fight. Also, fuck Skeletor. Also, Cody, hurry up with the new merch store. It's not on Cody.
It's on me.
Second reminder of the
It's
night,
on me.
Eddie.
It's on me.
We need a Ramble Colostomy Bag cover. Cheers, Bots, Damien Bottriell.
Bots!
Graham and Faye, number 5, Love Me Two-Time, Baby. Number 4, Roadhouse Blues. Number 3, L.A. Woman. Number 2, People Are Strange. Number 1, Riders on the Storm. I would think Roadhouse Blues would be the easiest one to be like, all right, I could listen to this.
Yeah.
That's the easiest. And then he has a picture of Bruce Lee, Jim Morrison, and Hendrix with the caption, "You may think you're cool, but you'll never be as cool as Bruce Lee and Jim Morrison chilling while Jimi Hendrix snaps a selfie in 1969.
That's nuts.
Cool. That's pretty fucking awesome. Stay safe. Ramblers, fight, Jerry, fight. Thank you. Ramble off. Graham and Faye, Winnipeg A. Michael Worms? And he's on my side of this fence. I love this band. So honorary mentions to Love Her Madly and Hello, I Love You. He goes Riders on the Storm, People Are Strange, Roadhouse Blues, Touch Me, and Break On Through. And then he loses me completely. Here we go, Steelers. Worms.
Ew.
There we go.
Why would you do it that way?
I don't know. That hurts.
At least start off with that so we forget about it towards the
Thank
end.
you. Right?
Don't leave us with that.
Ugh. Joe, you can call me Al Capone. LA woman, break on through to the other side. Touch me, light my fire. People are strange. Hope you had a very happy birthday, Jerry. Thank you, buddy. These next 12 months around the sun sees you kick cancer to the curb. And the Cowboys win us. Well, one out of two are realistic.
That's not happening either.
Happy football, guys. Kirk Cousins found his way to my bench on 2 of the 4 fantasy teams this season. And one of those teams saw me get an A+ in my draft. Ha. Take care all. Fuck the Ramblers. Fuck the Cowboys. Fuck fuck the Washington football team. Go Giants. 2021 NFC East champs. And okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, before I forget, I don't know what I did to raise the ire of a famous broadcast journalist such as Jane Pauley, but chill, bitch. Go take your meds. Nobody cares about your petty beef with me because I admitted Katie Couric was the best anchor the Today Show ever had. Wow. Jake Pauley gets turned to Jane Pauley, and the gloves are off, it seems like, between him and Joe.
Whole side beef going on
Wow.
between 2 Ramblers. That's
wow.
Man,
is that going to be?
We're gonna stay out of it. We need to stay out of it. We'll exchange the messages, but let's stay out of it.
Minor tease for Friday's Ramble Radio. But if we get greedy and decide to flood our year with Stall of Fame events, do we have a Team Pauly versus Team Capone Stall of Fame thing?
If this keeps escalating the way it looks like it might.
I mean, my goodness.
A Capone Pauly off.
They pick all the ones, and then the 3 of us vote. I don't know.
We'll see how it plays out.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see how it plays out.
This was a tough one. And again, you guys already know this. Ramble 294. Top 5 boy band of the 90s members. There we go.
Can't do
Top
it.
Top 5.
I don't know how to do it.
I don't
know how to do it.
I can do this.
I don't know how to do it.
You can do this one, can't you?
I could do it.
I will say, look, spoiler alert, I'm pretty sure O-Town and 98 Degrees are going to be left off the charts. I don't think I'm picking anyone.
Not one person makes it through.
Not even Nick Lachey. I don't think.
How does Nick Lachey not make it through?
Can't do it. He didn't have the oomph. Cody, are you there too, you think?
I think I'm there. Yeah, I think I'm there.
I think it's pretty much 2 horses that we're going to be picking from. There's going to be 2 stables that we're going to be picking.
I only know of Nick Lachey and Justin Timberlake. I can't name anybody else.
Okay. Well, we have.
If you quizzed me right now, I could not name anybody else.
Well, teaser alert, Friday we're going heavy on boy bands too on Ramble Radio. We go all in. You just get to watch. So, yeah, top 5 boy band, 90s boy band members. Oof, that's going to be it, man. Wow. I'm excited for that one. I'm excited. But let's do doors. My number 5, Eddie, Riders on the Storm.
Oh, okay.
The mainstay of classic rock stations when it's actually raining. Right? They'll always play that during a rainstorm. Any classic. Ooh, great. What's your number 5, Eddie?
Roadhouse Blues.
Ooh, that's my number 4.
Okay.
Your number 4.
L.A. Woman.
That's a great one. My number 3, Light My Fire.
Oh, okay. My number 3 is Riders on the Storm.
There you go. My number 2, Break On Through to the Other Side.
My number 2 is Break On Through.
Look at this, the match. And my number 1 for me, what else could it be but L.A. Woman? What was your number 1?
See, mine's The End.
Oh, it's a great one.
Because that's what seeing Apocalypse Now as a child, which I probably shouldn't have seen as a child. that's how I was introduced to the Doors. That song.
Yeah.
And that's what drew me to the Doors. What little bit I watched.
It's a great fucking scene, man. So there we go. What hat, video game villain, is going to go on the Hall of Fame hat? What would Smokey Robinson either solo or Miracles open, close, and encore with? Top 5 boy band members of the 90s.
I can't do it. I don't know how.
I can't wait till next week.
I'm not going to abstain. I will try.
Oh, is that a shot at me?
Maybe.
Whoa,
All
man.
right, well, I'll be
I will not abstain.
I'll be checking my email after the show ends, and
we have our own Jake Pauley, Joe Capone.
It's the undercard. It's the undercard.
Oh, man. Well, thank you. You know where to find us. We love you guys. Let's play the music, Cody. Let's do what a great fucking ramble. Thank you all for your emails and whatnot. There we go. Here we are, huh? There it is. Man, Doors are a big one. I'm trying to think. That's a great question. I think it was Bots who asked, what band? For me, it's Garth Brooks, I think. It's got to be. It's got to be Garth Brooks. I could do Were you
Probably
into that, Eddie?
Ugly Kid Joe.
Ooh, hate everything. What is it? That one or is it Cats in the Cradle? Is it their cover
That's
of
Skid
Cats
Row, isn't it?
No, that was Ugly Kid Joe, I think, who did the Cats in the Cradle
No.
cover.
Cats in the Really?
I think it was because it was like, what's the hate everything about you guys doing this? Let me
You
double
sure?
check.
I thought that was Skid Row.
Well, of course, originally Harry Chapin, right? The Chapes,
Right.
as his friend called him. They had to have called him the Chapes, right?
Yeah, Chapes. I would have.
There we go. Ugly Kid Joe. Cats in the Cradle.
They did.
Cats in the Cradle. That was.
Cats. Okay, well then the Ugly Kid Joe's off the board then. That's two smash hits right there.
Is green jelly on yours? Little pig, let me in.
Maybe Reverend Horton Heat.
Oh, but they got some good stuff.
Really?
Yeah, they had a few.
Eat steak. That's eat a big old steer.
Yeah.
Eat steak. Do you
they
have
had
some here?
But again, I'm from Texas, so are they, so I have the affinity. You know what I mean? I had to I have to be like, no, these guys are really, they're good. They
They
know
have
what
to
they're
listen.
doing.
Just trust me, they're good.
Right, they know what they're doing. They've got it, if you will.
Fuck, I don't know, man. That's a tough one.
It's tough. It's tough, man. For me, I thought it would have been REO Speedwagon, but they have like 9 songs. Like, holy shit, that was them too.
REO's
Okay,
got some
never
good
mind.
stuff.
REO's got some fucking hits.
A band that has one song, and that's all you can listen.
But they can't be a one-hit wonder because that disqualifies it. Because that's easy.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
they got to
true.
be a band that had like a thing, and you're like, well, shit.
Well, I only like that one song they do.
I only like that one. Yeah, that's that.
tough.
I really can only get into
Garth
that
Brooks
one.
is a good one. That's a good one.
I'd like that. Blame it all on my. That's it. And then
Friends in Low
could,
Places. But even then, I can only listen to that song like 1.5 times before I can take it anymore.
Right. And Billy Ray doesn't count because he didn't have shit after Breaky Breaky Heart. I don't think.
Fuck, dude.
I couldn't imagine liking a Crisscross song and not another, so I don't like any. Because if you like, because my point is, if you like Jump, you can't not like I Missed the Bus, or Warm It Up, Chris. I'm about to.
Right. Warm it up, Chris.
You know?
Who was that? What's Silverchair? What about Silverchair?
Ooh, but they're kind of a one-hit wonder, though, right?
Were they?
Yeah, you say the money and everything. Right, that one. But I'd like to see you live without it. That's, I mean,
Toady?
I like the Toadies, man. They got some good shit. I'm down with the Toadies. They got.
I'm just trying to think of bands where I know one song right off the bat, and then I have to think about the other song.
Right.
I don't know. That's tough.
Man, you know who I bet would be some of those hair metal bands. You know, I bet they had that one song I like.
Striper?
Striper, right. That shit.
I don't know if I like any Striper songs.
I don't think I like any Striper songs. Well, this is something we got to think about. I got to do a deep dive on this one and really figure this the fuck. You know, because it ain't Christopher Cross. Because that motherfucker brought it home several times, Eddie. All right? I don't want to hear any shit about it. It can't be Naked Eyes because they had always something there to remind me. And Promises. That's a fucking jam, too. I don't know. It's, ooh, God.
That's a tough call. Tough call, guys.
Yeah. Imagine the balls on somebody picking Prince. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Imagine that. Like, stop it. You got Kiss, Eddie, now, there's not one Kiss song you could, okay. I'll give you that one.
No. Maybe.
I do. Bum,
No.
No. All right. Well,
No, because then I think I'm like, fuck, I'm listening to Kiss, and it just takes me out of
It
it.
just kills you. Yeah, I get it.
I just think of Gene Simmons, and it just takes me out of it.
Fucking Cher and Diana Ross, that guy. I mean.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Man, well, there we go. Thank you all for tuning in. We love you all. Stay safe. You know where to find us. We're seeing you Friday right back here for Ramble Radio. Take care, everyone. We love you all. Bye.